Hiya, Cancer. This is Mimi with Divination by Mimi. Welcome to your October 2017 tarot reading. A little bit of astrology and oracle if necessary, other oracles if necessary. So astrologically, you are a cardinal sign, which means you're an initiator, a self-starter. If you want to start a project, you don't kind of wait around for someone else to do it or help you. You're like, let's get it going. So with that, you tend to be a charge forward type of person and initiate. You don't, like I said, you don't wait around. If this needs to be done, you're the one that's going to do it. Your ruling planet is the moon, and the moon is making two illuminations this month, as it always does. First one is the full moon in Aries on the 5th of October. And then, of course, the new moon will be in the opposition sign, which is Libra. That's on the 19th. And the one in Libra is an interesting one, the new moon. Of course, new moons are about starting new projects, beginnings of things, planting seeds for intentions, prosperity, things like that, bringing things to you as the moon grows or waxes, gets bigger. So with the aspect that's occurring, it's making a opposition with, not an opposition, but an important aspect with Chiron, the wounded healer in Pisces. And it's a good one. And the other aspect that's going to occur with Chiron in Pisces is Jupiter going into Scorpio and Mercury going into Scorpio. So this is all about learning from early childhood, any wounds that we're carrying still into adulthood from childhood, from our upbringing during formative years, healing those wounds. Chiron is the wounded healer in retrograde, going back and looking at things, reconsidering things, making these oppositions with Jupiter, the inquisitive, expansive sky god, and Mercury, the questioner, the messenger, going into the underworld of the constellation of Scorpio, which is deep, intuitive shadow work. It's about that early life stuff, the motivations for why we do what we do. So you're going to find that you might be asking some questions or learning pertinent things about why things occurred in early life, in your family life growing up, during your formative years, to make you do the things that you do, or what made the people that you love do the things that they do. So you might be resolving, let's say psychologically, you're resolving an issue with your father, or his disappearance or lack of fatherhood. You might learn something about your father's own upbringing that would make you go, okay, well, it wasn't right what he did, but I get why he did. And I get why I've been reacting to male figures in my life this way, etc., etc. That's just a scenario. But that's what I mean by you revisiting old formative year interpersonal relationships that have been an impact on you. Because whether we look at them or not, they're having an impact on us. Other astrological events occurring, of course, we've still got Chiron and Neptune in the constellation of Pisces in retrograde. As I said, Jupiter is going into Scorpio, which is an expansive energy brought to the underworld. So everyone's doing some self-reflection, looking beneath the surface, more at the whys, not so much as the what's and the hows, but the deep stuff. Pluto's gone direct as of the end of last month, of September, and that's in Capricorn. So the 10th house, it's about your reputation in the world, your career, how the world at large sees you, the individual. So with Pluto, again, about the deep stuff, the underworld shadow stuff going direct, it usually means we're making some headway in long-term projects, long-term projects, goals and life dreams that we've had. Uranus is still in reverse or in retrograde in Aries. Venus is moving from Virgo into Libra, sorry. And Mars will follow shortly after, into Libra. And Venus likes it in Libra. It's her home constellation. So I think that's all I had to tell you about astrological stuff. So let's get into your reading, Cancer. I'm using the Night Sun Tarot, which is a Thoth-based deck. Oops, move that there. And shuffle the cards. Find out what's going on for Cancer in October of 2017. Cancer, the cardinal sign, ruled by the moon. An intuitive, mothering, nurturing sign. This is the mother of the zodiac. The house, the home, the environment in which they spend about the majority of their time is extremely important. Interpersonal relationships, very important. Again, mother of the zodiac, the nurturing, loving, caring, very sensitive, very intuitive Cancer. What's going on for October for Cancer? October 2017 for Cancer. Ruled by the moon, making a full moon in Aries and a new moon in Libra. One more. What's going on with Cancer in October of 2017? Holy Hecate, what messages does Cancer need for October 2017? What information can Cancer use to better navigate the waters of daily life? The cardinal, self-starting, initiative, watery, intuitive, loving, nurturing, mother of the zodiac. Thank you. Whoa. All right. What do we got here? So there's a Taurus in your life, perhaps. This is a Taurian energy, center point of your life, the energy around this. This is the Knight of Wands as a Sagittarius. So it looks like there's two parties here, or two energies around a relationship, which is usually the case. In the past, you've got the Magus, or the Magician. This is the Mercury Virgo card, but it's a major arcana card. So this is a big event, something very important in your life. And you've got everything that you need on the high octave of the Magician card. You've got all the symbols of all the elements at your behest to work and make everything work for you. I'm not speaking very well. Apologies. Let's see what else is going on here. Foundation, the Nine of Wands. So this is the moon in Sagittarius. This is the Strength card. It's kind of the coming to the culmination of the wand suit, which is fire, creativity, spirituality, the world of absolute. So it looks as though, I'm not getting a clear read just yet. I'm not sure what's going on here. Again, there's a Sagittarian and a Taurian energy. Are you dating two people, perhaps? See what's on your mind. Somebody else had Shin as well. I mean, Eon as well. Judgment. So this is nearly the last card. This is the end of the major arcana. So you're coming to, well, it's in reverse. So there's some life event that needs to occur in you personally that's been delayed. Reality, then it's what's on your mind is that there's a process. It feels like you're aware that there is a process that needs to occur, or some milestone that you should be crossing at this time, but you can't seem to get to it. It's slow coming. The Hebrew letter attribution is Shen, which is tooth, and it even looks like a tooth actually. But the tooth is kind of about traction, movement, actually getting ahead and rounding that corner and passing that milestone. So you really feel in your head that you are not making traction yet. Again, major arcana, the universe is telling you that you have everything it takes to make this next move. If these are not romantic interpersonal relationships, these could be players in your life, like family members, your children, your sisters, your brothers, cousins, someone who has an impact in your life, close friends. There's a lot of ending something, coming to a milestone, reaching a finish line here with these two cards, with the 9 and with the Judgment in reverse. This can indicate fatigue. This is the moon in Sagittarius, which is moon is your ruler. And we have a Sagittarius card here. So the Sagittarius card could be that it's not an individual, but it's more an energy. You're tired. Have you been dating a Taurus and they're not willing to take it to the next level? Because you appear to be ready and prepared to do that. Near future. The Tower. Ooh, I'll get some clarification. I'm sorry about that. So the Tower in the upright, this is pay. This is a big change in life, and it's another major arcana. So the things that are happening here, they have to happen. They're lessons that need to happen. It doesn't make them any easier, I know. But when you look at everything in the big picture, in the big scheme of things, they have to happen. That said, it could also be good energy. It could be that you're moving house, but usually this is an unexpected, disruptive energy. I have a feeling you may not understand the motivations of this Taurus that you're dealing with as well as you think you do. You may not be wanting the same things, and it could cause possible breakdown in the relationship. It's really hard to tell if this is a family member, like your family you grew up with, like a sister or a brother or a parent, or if it's a partnership, a romantic partnership. Okay, another major arcana, you're holding your own. You've got the Strength card here. This is Tough, which is the serpent, which is wisdom. So, you are showing strength. You're showing fortitude. It's the Leonian card. It's you've expressed your feelings in this situation. In other words, there's no doubting where you stand on this. The question is where the Taurus stands. Other people see you. So they see you as moving beyond a betrayal. So is it a situation where the Taurus has done something to betray you? The Ten of Swords is the culmination of mental energies. And it's often depicted, this particular guy is pierced by 10 swords, so it's never a pleasant looking card. In the Rider-Waite-Smith, it's a guy on his face in a puddle of blood with 10 swords in his back. So it's called Ruin in the Thoth deck. So it's not pleasant, but it is the culmination of mental energy. So it looks as though people are seeing you move beyond some kind of a betrayal. They're watching you and they see that you've moved beyond some kind of betrayal. So perhaps if it is an interpersonal, like a romantic or intimate relationship, did this Taurus cheat on you? Was there infidelity? Had that you gotten past that infidelity, still willing to work it out, holding your own with the Strength card here, only to find out his or her head's not in the game. But let's see, your greatest fear or your greatest hope. Okay, so this is the Leo card. This is fixed energy, King of Wands, fire. You're hoping for a declaration, and there's 2 Leo cards here. And Leo is about expressing from the heart. And both the cards are in the upright, which is the high octave. Excuse me. So I think you're looking to get to receive reciprocation for the love you've invested, the patience you've invested, the flexibility with the mistakes of the past that you've invested. Final outcome. So here's your card, Major Arcana card. Yours is the Chariot, but you got it in reverse. Chariot tends to be about moving on, taking what you've learned from this, I'm guessing, and moving, but you're not moving. So I'm going to get some clarification here with the Norse runes. I'd like to know what the Tower is about, please. Start there. Yeah. What is that one? Dara? Sorry, hold on. It's not Jera. It's not Gifu. It is Kanaz. Fire, strength, protection, energy, positive attitude. Also endings and losses. Yeah, okay. So every sign, including yours, has a shadow side as well as a high octave side. One of yours is clinginess. That's a low octave. It looks as though this energy, this relationship with the Taurus is going to end, and that's what the Tower is. And the words around this are endings, losses, as it relates to relationships, and it says, do not cling. It would not be worth it to cling. So it looks like your tendency, and this is your lower octave energy with the Cancer energy as well, is the clinginess. Again, relationships, interrelationships are so important to Cancer. It's their lifeblood. It really is. So there's a tendency to hold on for dear life because, as I said, it's the lifeblood. This is the stuff that makes life worth living to you. Relationships, interrelating with people, the energy that we share when we love others, when we relate to others. And the Tower means an ending to the relationship. And Kenaz is just kind of backing that up. This is the end of a relationship. A relationship you put a lot of energy into, but it's a warning to not do this. Do not cling on. Okay? Yeah, I'm not going to seek any more clarification because I think it's fairly clear here. I'm sorry. I know this is hard to hear, but either the Taurus is not as invested with the same level of passion that you have in this relationship, or there's been a second betrayal that has not come to light for you, that you might even be suspicious of. You've been holding your own here. You really have. Leo, Leo. Expression, expression. Doing your part. Having the tools. Bringing everything to the table, but never quite moving beyond that next level. That declaration of love from the other party. That marriage proposal you're expecting. So in addition to not moving on to the next level, not committing, there also have not really been an end to the acts of betrayal, it would appear. So the message here is there's a change happening and don't cling. It's hard. I know you've invested a lot. And I naturally would want a reciprocation on my, a return on my investment. Whatever level of energy whatever that is that you're investing, whether it's love or money or what have you, everybody wants a return on their investment. But keep in mind your own tendency to cling to things that may not be working for the sake of having someone there. As you're seeing the signs that this relationship has run its course, because it has. I'm very sorry. I wish I hate this, Cancer. It seems like I'm always You and Scorpio, I'm always giving kind of bad news to. Lately, anyway. It's not always, it's not, again, it's not bad news. When you look at it from the high level down, and you know yourself, and you know your chart, you know your weaknesses, and you know your strengths. If your tendency is to cling, and you can look at that kind of um, in a subjective way, not subjective, I'm sorry, an objective way, if you can look at it, at the situation objectively, knowing that you have a tendency to try to hold on to something for the sake of that interpersonal relationship, even when your logical mind might think, um, he's fucked me over once, I have a suspicion it's happening again, or she's fucked me over once. I have a suspicion it's happening again. I don't know, I kind of put all this into it. I hate to like have it been an investment for nothing, and I don't really want to be alone right now and sleep alone again. Um, but it really is pointless to cling because whether it's now or whether it's later, it will disintegrate. Remember, the tower falls because it's not built on solid foundations. So hang in there. Something better will come along. Okay, Cancer? Sorry it was long and sorry it wasn't the best news, but if you want to reach that next level, that milestone that you deserve, that you have this reciprocation you absolutely deserve to have, it has to be with the right party. And believe, as hard as it feels, as bad as it feels, being with someone who's not right is not better than, in other words, it's better to be alone and wait for the right person. Because if there's someone in the way that's not the right person, then the person that is the right person can't come in. There's no room. So clear out your closet for new clothes, right? Get this person out of the bed, the place in the bed next to you, so that there's room for a new partner, the right partner. Okay, Cancer, that's it. I will see you in November. Um, Happy Samhain if you follow the Celtic New Year or Dia de Muertos or whatever you do as it comes to this time of year where the All Saints Day where our ancestors are closer to us because the veil is thinning. It's a magical time. So, and you're a very, very intuitive sign, ruled by the moon, you know, the focal point of most magic. So, a very magical sign as well. So, manifest the right person for you. New moon coming up. All right? Much love, Cancer. Bye.